Hello everybody, this is Warpster77 tuning into another Let's Talk Guns on this Call of robloxia 5. Now, we're on to the rifles, or more preferably the carbines. Let's start at the top. M1 Garand. One of my favorite rifles, but has been replaced by something a little more close quarters. In the game, this is a high-powered low, fast rate of fire, semi-automatic, OP'd quote-unquote weapon. It is, but the low mag capacity and the slow reload speed kind of compromises it and nerfs it. But its range and distance is no matter. About 3 headshots, about 3 shots total will take anyone out. Now, in real life, it was a reliable, semi-automatic, top clip-fed magazine, top clip-fed rifle that was very reliable, and that's what one of the greatest factors was. It was a standard weapon for infantry in the U.S. Army, used all the way up into Korea and early into Vietnam. Now, in the game, I personally think there should be a reliability factor such as jamming. The M1 Garand never jammed. Very few cases it did, but never jammed. On to the next one, the SVT-40. This was a Soviet weapon that was very effective in cold environments and warm environments, but as soon as something got in the mechanisms, it would jam. As for in the game, though, it's a very fast rate of fire weapon. It's a semi-automatic, and you can just hammer on the mouse button and that thing clicks away. But the damage is a bit nerfed. It takes about 4 bullets up close to kill somebody, and it doubles over further distances. So that's kind of stupid in a way, because bullets kill people, all I have to say, and having them take 8 bullets is pretty sad. But I do like it. It's adjustable. The SVT is very easy to work with. I recommend it. The Gewehr 43, another great carbine. It's got a higher rate of it's got a little bit of the same damage, I think. Yeah, it's pretty much the same damage, except the range is further. As for the fire rate, it's the same as well. But as for in real life, the Gewehr 43 was a longer range weapon that had very limited rate of fire because of its just mechanisms that it fired with, and the early models weren't any more of an exception. As for its magazine, it wasn't 10 rounds. It actually was 7. Now, as for its sound, as we all know, most of these are nerfed. The Gewehr 43 is a good starter carbine that I would recommend. If you were more of a further distance shooter rather than up close and personal, I would use a Gewehr 43 for long range killing. You don't even need the telescopic sight. The STG-44. This gun is severely nerfed. Severely. The STG-44 was a better, more integrated version of the MP40, and it should stand at that, rather than the MP40 be able to kick this thing's 9 way to hell. It does fire, the caliber is correct on this one, and in the game, it's kind of an average. It doesn't really have any spectacular features. I would use this as like a challenge weapon, which I'm going to start using a little bit more to get more player points. But, I mean, come on, Leto. Do your research on these weapons. The STG-44 was far more superior than the MP40. It was used more commonly by Special Forces. Well, Special Forces Germany units. I can't pronounce it. The Wehrmacht. As for the round it fired, that thing was lethal. It was just about as effective as the Kar 98 bullets. So yeah, if you're going to make bolt action instant death, make that thing the same way, because that is the exact same caliber. As for the M1 carbine, I think you hit the nail on the head. It was heavy. It was a heavy semi-automatic rifle that often had 15 to 10 bullet magazines that the officers used. It fired a little bit bigger than a 22 round, so I understand why the damage was lame in that. But no, nothing real spectacular about the M1 carbine. Its accuracy may be great, the range too, but its punching power is very limited. The FG42, basically a smaller version of the MG42, but this one is specifically, as it claims to be, an airborne infantry. The FG42 jammed, it broke quite frequently, and was later replaced by the MG42. That's why I say there should be a reliability factor. Jamming should be in the game. Needless to say, the FG42, when it worked, was effective only against infantry close range. It's not accurate at all, in any means necessary. It did have a high fire rate, but the damage was much higher. It fired, hold on one second. It fired a 7.6. It fired a 7.76 by 54. Yeah, that's a pretty big caliber. Now the Mondragon, this thing is an early Mexican piece of crap. It was not fully automatic. It would break in your hand, and it was not used in World War II. It wasn't used in World War I either. This gun is just in the game to be annoying. It has no purpose of the game, and it's just a really crappy gun. If you look at it, the caliber is small. It would jam in the Panama Canal, where it originated, in the Panama Canal resistances, in Colombia. That's where it was updated. Well, not updated, but revealed. This gun should be taken out of the game because it does not work. And if this is supposed to be Call of Robloxia, I don't care. This gun, all these guns are based off real ones. Why should this one be any more different? The damage, I agree with it though, because when it fired the weapon, it fired basically a 7.62. So that's pretty lethal enough, especially if you don't have any body armor on. And tune in next time for submachine guns. And if you want to join the Ghost of Onyx, my name is Warpster77, and I will see you guys later.